hopefully, still unfortunately does not have theirs online. Will be able to get it up online just for this second point, which will be very important for them to force a third point.
I think it's safe to say Gaku could really just
you
earn the
attack.
nickname of
Get
the
ready.
magic
yeah.
engineer. Yeah. I think after that
Yeah,
first
yeah,
match, we're gonna give it to him.
Yeah, we're gonna call him that.
For now, he has earned the title of the magic engineer.
Focus on the baddest.
But he's gonna have to keep going here, because we're only a third of the way, potentially a third of the way there. But
We better test this out.
if you're looking for a
The battle
2-0 here,
starts in 5,
it's only halfway.
4,
But for now,
3,
Gaku
2,
needs to
1.
replicate what we just saw in round number 1.
Rebirth is the only one close to the ultimate, so the invisible boundary will be a good start unless Xenofly can find some sort of high ground advantage, which is exactly what they do. All 6 take to the skies, at least higher ground, higher story, higher defensive structure, and hold back the advancements of Onside Gaming, give themselves that verticality lift against Captain America, who can't jump that high, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think Inhyuk really wanted to try to disrupt some.
That Onside Gaming can bring themselves back in, and Incipience is now onto the site to claim the point for themselves.
What quite happened during that fight? Gaku's ultimate actually got interrupted by something. I'd assume it was Tuba with the shove. Or it could have been WDI with the sleep as well. But I thought that would have been the game-changing DC coming in on the side of Onside, but in the end, it was Incipience from the heroics of Exile with a 3-man Jeff ultimate. And now Onside needs to be finding ways to retake their way back.
Indeed, and already they're just capping the point, playing objective. Incipience still has the high ground though, which is going to point the...
Comes Darkchild. Yeah, Darkchild going to be popped. Aim doing so much. Oh my, okay, never mind. Gaku, Darkchild already sent to the sidelines as the rest of Onside looking to make their way back. Great meteor on the WDY to shut down the Soul Resurgence, as Inhyuk will clean things up, but Incipience still have control of the site. Onside still have to get to take the site for themselves, and AIM will change that as he does find 2, might find a 3rd, unless this Land Shark is too slippery. Oh my goodness, the movement coming in from Exile is going to stall enough time, but Tuba will find Gaku again. The Land Shark finally getting shut down, is able to get him out of the water, as on
And doing so allowed the point conversion, and eventually, of course, fell to the demise of Onside Gaming. We're going to point number 3.
going the distance here
30 seconds before
in
you
map
attack.
number
Get ready.
1. Onside, a needed victory in that second round, but quick checkup on the ultimates as well. WDY has the Soul Resurgence. Dawn also has the Eternal Bond. It's a matter of when they will use it, and I'd assume they would want to use it off the rips, assuming that they are aware of the ultimate situation coming in from Incipients, who have
4,
no one
3,
near
2,
any of their ultimates.
1.
With the flip, make it or break it moment to give themselves an edge here in the best of 3 as we go. The absolute distance here on the domination match. That is Celestial Husk rounding this corner.
My time
Both
to shine.
strategists, at least 2 of them from the side of Onside Gaming, wanted to make sure that they use their ultimates at the right time and the right moment. Incipients once again taking this long walk around, wants to secure this high ground. AIM with a beautiful shot.
He's gonna go right in, assassinate the WDY. AIM trades strategist for strategist. As this fight so far going to be dead even. Thunder used the cocoon to get himself back into the fight, but Onside looking commanding yet again. Will wipe the floor of Incipients as they do look to close the gap here in this 3rd round.
You've captured more than half
Pretty
the
good
position.
ultimate.
Oh, wait.
Keep
Oh my
going.
gosh.
Oh, the stagger.
Oh,
Oh, the
that's dirty.
stagger.
Oh, that's dirty.
Oh, wow. That is dirty indeed. I mean, that's 1 of 3 strategists out of the way. Sure, the healing potential is not compared to Invisible Woman as well as Cloak and Dagger, but still very important from a firepower perspective. So Incipients will just have to wait out for that Atom Warlock to slowly make its way. An important one to say the least, has Cosmic Revival online. So perhaps can be late to the game because Incipients want to move back into the action. Onside Gaming have already taken over in terms of that match.
Here comes Incipience, the offensive coming yet again. Incipience will neutralize things for the time being. Now, what happens here? Naku finds Tuba, mag for mag, as the Dark Child takes out WDY. And it looks like Incipience is looking to clap back as soon as possible. But Inhyuk and AIM have yet to say something about it. The two players on Onside Gaming have been the heroic here. Xenofly is just waving his fingers in the air for no apparent reason as Onside take over from the heroics of AIM and Inhyuk, the two heroes of Onside. And
That was
their last matchup and are able to hold off Incipience on in favor of WDY. The legendary galactic legend from WDY is going to be enough to keep Incipience at bay as 20 seconds left is the clock remaining for Incipience as Xenofly needs to desperately wave his hands around to get a portal coming in.
I mean, they have to hide around. 10 seconds it is. WDY just feeding this information. They're gonna try and regroup back onto the cart. It goes as they just break through onto the side box. And now finding AIM out of action. It has the Goddess of Death online. Making sure the flanks are covered as well.
Whoa, we got a double meteor action coming in onto the point right now as Doxlin uses the bird, gets himself into backline access, and as he gets focused down, will pop the Goddess of Death and will rain down hell onto Onside Gaming as everyone else just trying to be the supporting cast as they try to keep this point moving. That giant squirrel, that giant payload needs to go. The overtime meter comes into fruition as it starts ticking down ever so slightly, but it looks like Incipience look to hold for just a bit longer, but the Soul Resurgence will keep things at bay as Xenofly finds the stun onto 2, but the Soul Resurgence still alive as well. So the rest of Onside coming in, flooding onto the site as the feed lights up blue. The overtime meter getting smaller and smaller until it gets to 0. Onside hold off.
Pro plays, right? The magnetic.
And that was only to try to make this push a little bit easier.
Interesting, right? Don's picking up the Mantis, letting WDY take up the Iron Fist for a little close action melee. That, you know, if you're able to work it... Nope, never mind. Making me eat my words. I'm gonna stop talking about defensive defensive rosters, right? On convoys and convergence, because they're just playing without feelings at this moment, Dan.
Exactly what they do, right? They try to go for options. You start thinking about options and then they just, you know, switch up on you. And now you have to consider different approaches as Incipience now finally having Gaku pilot the magic.
Yeah, this second part calls for a lot more flags, which is why Gaku's rocking man, and now it's gonna be you're finding Doxlin. This can't find no one. WD, why? Just absolutely dominating with this high in the sky. We'll find the mark after having dropped down. The Galactic Legends not just over yet. Don and Hyuk, WD, why? Just names that are imprinted right into your brain.
Incipience need to hold for another 2.5 minutes, and this point is just chugging on through. It's slowly but surely hitting that 109 meter mark. Incipience need to find a way in. They're going to try to brute force their way in back. Onside Gaming, they're just all over them right now.
They are indeed. Rage of Ultron plus Mission used as well, forcing Onside Gaming back just a little bit. As now, you know, it's going to be Gaku taking this front side onto Dawn as the Mantis out of action. We'll have to read the Aim fires back onto Gaku. A great tick-for-tat trade as now they take to the skies to open up the battlefield a little bit more.
And now it looks like Incipience coming in on the offensive, but Onside trying to respond. The Beautiful World is going to be used, but Exile is going to get picked on the side as the Silence Seduction will force AIM to hide in this corner as so many particles, so many ultimates being popped now. WDY from the skies, but Rebirth with a double from seemingly nowhere. WDY Tuba Inhyuk looking like a team ace coming in for Onside as they're clawing their way into Incipience's territory as a desperation TP. But Inhyuk, he comes in. Can he get stunned in time? It looks like he might not be able to. It's not even needed.
Did their best, you know, some great.
Yeah, Tuba with the